This is Larry's Country Diner, taped live at Ray Stevens Cabaret Showroom all summer long in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, I'm hearing that familiar theme song. It must be time for Larry's Country Diner. Hello, everybody. Are you happy to be here? Good deal. I want to tell you about my boss. This guy is one in a million. As a matter of fact, he's the only one. It's Larry.
I'm not your only boss. You got Emmy Joe.
Uh-huh.
You got Huckabee.
Yeah.
Who else you got?
Just everybody in general, really. Renee, Nadine.
Everybody's your boss, right? All right. Speaking of bosses, I got a good boss.
Yes.
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. That's Mark 13:31.
I like that.
2 Peter 2:9. You know, Luann and I went to a Halloween party at a church, so they didn't call it a Halloween party. It was like
Fall
festival, but you were to come in a costume, and you could come as something biblical. So we did 2 toilet seats cut out and wore those. And they go, "What's that?" 1 John and 2 John.
Oh. Did you win any prizes?
No.
You should have.
We had to keep flushing. 2 Peter 2:9. The Lord knows how to rescue godly people from their trials. And boy, he has brought me through a bunch of them.
Yeah.
All right. This is a fact. You've got a fun fact in a minute.
Okay.
Lima beans really came from Lima. Now, when we tell you, then you're going to say it should be Lima. U.S. Navy Captain John Harris brought them from Peru in 1824. So they really should be called Lima, like Lima, Peru.
Yeah.
But that's where lima beans came from.
See, I'm from Cookville, and they call it Lima, Peru, and Cookville.
They would. They would. You know, we got, yeah, she is here. Last time I looked, she wasn't. We got Linda Davis.
Hi.
How you doing, Linda?
I want to talk to you like this.
Okay. Are you going to talk to me just like that?
I'm doing so good, and I say lima beans too. But normally I say lima beans and cornbread.
Yes.
Like it goes together.
Yep. Is that right, Luann?
Absolutely.
I got
How
the
do you
word
pronounce
back there.
the place in Peru?
Well, I've never been.
Oh, good answer. I like that.
What is it? Well, it's like Lafayette and Lafayette here in Nashville.
That road
Yeah, that road.
off of Murfreesboro Road.
Yep.
But
It's
we would say it Lafayette, because I'm from Texas, and Lafayette's across the line down
Yep.
south. But when I got here, they call it Lafayette. That
Yep.
was a little odd.
When I was in Rochester, New York, there was a street called a little city called Chili. Chili.
Wonder
Well, there's a
who
little
messed that
town
up.
south of here, Santa Fe. Spelled like Santa Fe, but it's Santa Fe.
And you can tell a television reporter
Oh, yeah.
who has never been to South Dakota
Yeah.
if they call it Pierre. Because everybody up yonder calls it Pierre. Pierre, South Dakota.
Well, changing the subject from a location to an item, a dessert. What do you call pecan pies?
Pecan?
Pecan.
Oh my goodness! Do y'all have that argument all the time?
Where y'all from? Huh?
Texas. See, Texas calls it pecan.
And I grew up in South Carolina, and I grew up in a pecan orchard. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
But we always call it pecans.
See, I thought
This
it was
man
pecan.
knows what he's talking about.
Just one of those things. Caribbean.
Caribbean, yeah.
You know.
Which I've also been into the middle of Texas, that supposedly, and they call it the pecan capital of the world. Is what's that god awful place? No, I mean, what's that place in Texas?
San
No, it's
San
not. It's a
Saba.
very nice people.
San
San
Saba.
Saba. It's right in the middle of the state.
Yeah, it's a very
And there's
beautiful.
nothing around there when you try to get there.
His name is Lang Scott. Langscott.
And I'm an expert on nuts.
So if you're a nut, write to him. Linda Davis, it is so good to have you here.
We're proud
And your
to be
husband,
here.
Lang
Yeah.
Scott.
We're glad. You want a song?
I do.
Well, let's do it. In fact, I'm going to render this one in thinking of Johnny Rodriguez because he's a Texan, and he made this song famous, and a lot of us still love it, and it never gets old.
We'll do it.
Let's do it. Would you look at what came down the road today? Wanting me to be one more mistake to make. A bridge to burn to get to someone new. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind of me. But don't stop if this ain't where you want to be. Well, I don't know what you think you've run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Well, I'm not gonna be your stepping stone among the other hearts that you walked on. Lord, help me if I fall in love with you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Mr. and
that was
Mrs.
pretty.
Antebellum right there.
There they are.
They are the parents who got that whole thing started.
Granny Bellum.
Granny Bill. I love that.
I love it. You know, that-
Actually, I get called Lolly by the
Lolly.
grandbabies, and this is G-Paul.
I
Or
just
just
thought-
G.
I thought it'd just be Pop.
Well, the other one got that one.
Lollipop.
Oh,
The other granddaddy got that one already. So
That'll work.
yeah, but we'll actually answer it about anything if they want us.
Oh, if the grandbabies want it, they got it. Johnny Rodriguez.
Uh-huh.
If you want to see something really funny, he was on Larry's Country Diner.
Yes, he was.
It is now available on countryroadtv.com. You can go on there and see everything that we've done on Larry's Country Diner. Look at the Johnny Rodriguez thing. He tells a story about the goat.
Yep. Stole a goat and barbecued it. Ended up in jail.
That's right.
And then got discovered by Tom T. Hall.
I loved it, man.
Great
Well,
song. You know,
there's-
Tom T.'s brother wrote that song. Hillman Hall.
I didn't know
He
that.
sure did.
Well, I have a little Johnny connection. Besides that, we're from Texas. I was between 11th grade and 12th grade. And you being a Texas girl, you may know where Happy Shahan's,
Yeah.
the ranch down in
where
Del
Johnny
Rio.
worked, yeah.
That's where Johnny worked. And I thought, being a young teenager in East Texas, I thought, well, if Happy Shahan could get Johnny Rodriguez going and a lady by the name of Dotsy, he might could help me. So I went down there and worked one summer. And it might have been a little bit too soon for me to be away from the house. You know, it was like my first time away from home without anybody really keeping up with me. And Acuna, Mexico, isn't too far. And they really don't check your ID over there.
I want to read that chapter in your book.
Yes, I do.
My kids don't even know that. I guess I'm telling them.
Secret comes out. Well, I tell you what, Linda Davis just scared me. I thought her connection with Rodriguez is she stole a goat with him and barbecued it. Thank goodness. We'll be back in just a moment. Oh, I was just checking out the menu here. You see what special of the day is? Linda Davis Texas-style Frito pie with homemade salsa and refried beans. Makes you want to yell, "Save the Alamo!" That must be good. Woo, there's Larry.
In the words of the great Phyllis Diller, never go to bed mad.
Yeah.
Stay up and fight. That ain't scriptural, but...
I like that.
Hey, let's get another song out of Linda Davis and Lang Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Lang, the first time I met him, was on You Can Be a Star.
That's right.
And you were the first winner of You Can Be a Star.
How about that?
On TNN.
That's
yeah.
right. Back in 1983, actually, so it was a long time ago.
Was Terry Choate a judge then?
A judge. You know,
Who were the three judges, do you recall?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Sonny James, Brenda Lee, and
What's his name?
Mary Davis. Jim Reeves is...
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Wow. You juggled, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
juggler,
In
or-
between playing the guitar, yes. Always.
Why wouldn't he win with that?
Exactly.
All right, you got another one for us?
We do.
Yeah, in fact, this one is a tender song.
Oh.
Oh, I love
And I get a
tender songs.
feeling that there's some folks in our audience that's been together a long time, married a long time. We've been together 35 years, we'll be
30
coming up. And I always call this the forever love song.
Oh, boy.
The first time he laid eyes on her, he kissed his heart goodbye. He nearly drove right off the road, and all she did was smile. But when she burned up their first dinner and lay crying on the couch, that's the moment that he fell in love from the inside out. She loved the way he always brought flowers to the door. He took her to new places that she'd never been before. But when he lost his job and he lost his pride and his heart was filled with doubt, when she knew how much she loved that man from the inside out, from the inside, love is stronger than the outside looking in. But as the years go, you learn what love's about from the inside out. She has watched her raven hair slowly turn to gray since the day that he retired. He just gets in the way. But they ain't much to look at, two old faces in a crowd. They could write the book of love from the inside out. From the inside, love is stronger than the outside looking in. But as the tears flow, you love the inside out. From the inside out. From the inside. The first time he laid eyes on her, he kissed his heart goodbye.
Linda Davis, yes. Along with Reba in 1993, you won a Grammy.
We did. That was something special. Those never get old, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. Does he love you?
Yeah.
Can you give us that look you had on the video? That's the one. That's the one.
I'm extremely familiar with that look.
You know, that song was one of those totally from the Lord, a blessing that dropped into my lap, because when I moved to Nashville, I never thought that I would make, a real big career opportunity in the form of a duet. And I was a fan of Reba before I left East Texas. And I remember going to see her in concert. And was Johnny Rodriguez? He might have been the headliner. And Reba opened for him. We keep coming back to Johnny.
Yeah. First time I saw her, she was opening for the Statler Brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
She did that a bunch.
Yeah.
And then we wound up, Lang and I both, we went all around the world several times with her in her band, singing background. Lang played the guitar and sang, and actually played on the song, Does He Love You? Because she used her road band to make that record. And that's rare. Usually
That is rare.
studio musicians do the records. Yeah. But this time she wanted her road band to do that. Wasn't that a nice opportunity?
That was very good.
Yeah. And then it turned out to do pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
That helps.
Yeah.
The only time that I've had more fun singing that song than with Reba was when I got to sing it with Nadine.
Oh, I remember that. That was a moment in television history.
There were some sparks flying on the stage.
There was.
She'll be along directly.
Well, if she's got her warbler warmed up, we may just have to do it.
Let's get out of here for a minute.
Okay, which camera we need to look at? I want you to do a close-up of Linda here. Larry's Country Diner will be right back. Give it to him.
You better come back.
See?
And if you want some merchandise like this, check out our link below.
And welcome back to Larry's Country Diner. More excitement on the way, and I hear Nadine is in the hallway getting ready to come out. You think?
Why did the chicken go to the seance?
I don't know.
To get to the other side.
Oh. Hey, I got one for you.
All right.
You want a fun fact?
I do.
Now,
Hang on.
I think Gus will back me up on this. Oh, yes. Our fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. In a study of 200,000 ostriches over a period of 80 years, no one reported a single case where an ostrich buried his head in the sand. It's all a myth.
No kidding.
Yeah. Would I kid you about something like an ostrich?
Is it the ostrich that spits at you?
No, that's a camel. Thank you. Oh, here she comes.
Speaking of spitting at you.
Yeah. Sticking her head in the sand. It's Nadine!
Now don't trip. Good.
Y'all gonna have to get me a little ramp there, I think.
That's right. I think that'd be funny.
How y'all
Come out
doing?
in roller skates and just.
Just right off the.
That's right.
I'd like to see that.
There's Linda and Lang. Good to have y'all.
Good to be had.
Good to see you.
Are you going to sing with her?
Sing
Warmed
with her.
up?
Sing what?
Does he
sing
love
our
you?
song? Oh my goodness, I hadn't even practiced.
It won't do any good, trust me.
That is so true. I'm like Ray Stevens. Well, where's my screen? I gotta have the words up here. Sure, it's good to have y'all.
Thank you.
I did some things with them, shows with them.
Just the three of you?
Yeah. No, John Barry was there.
Oh, that's good.
He was a witness.
That's good.
He was. We
It
had
was
a
fun.
big time. We
It
had a
was
lot
fun.
of good crowds, and
Had some great crowds. It was fun. It was
Was
fun.
that in Indiana?
it was more down south.
Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama, yeah. We
Hey,
did something in Virginia, didn't we?
I
Somewhere? I don't know.
don't know, but
That was
if
a dream.
But if the state ends and starts with the A, we might get a boot discount.
That's right.
Did you hear about that?
I ain't got a boot discount yet. I don't know.
Well, let me see. No, I don't have any more, or I'd give you one.
Does
What?
Randy, you know how to cure a hangover?
I think I do. You
What is-
almost need it to get a bigger stool.
That's it. Need a bigger stool. That's Randy's favorite joke. He paid me to say that tonight.
I don't get it. Would you explain it to me?
Come over here and look behind me. I tell you, I come from a little old. Is your little town in Texas? Is it little?
Very tiny.
Mine is very tiny too. It's nothing to see, but what you hear makes up for it. But I went to my 60th reunion the other day.
Yeah.
And you know, them people don't come to see you because they want to see you. They're just coming to see who's falling apart. That's what we do. I saw a friend of mine there. She's a widow lady. Her husband had passed away, but she had her new boyfriend there. And she said she was doing odd jobs, 3 odd jobs to keep her bills paid. And I said, well, what does he do? And she said, well, he is a recovering workaholic. And I asked him, I said, and what does that mean? He said, well, I'm just afraid to work because I'm afraid I won't quit. I said, well, honey, you got you a winner now. The valedictorian was there. You know, I came to the conclusion that I am much younger than these people that are the same age as me. But the valedictorian was there, and he got up and said that his memory was perfect since he had taken that Sam Carnegie course.
That's good.
And then I went in the restroom, and his wife was standing in there. I go in the stall, I come out, she's still standing there, and I said, could I help you with something? She said, well, there's a sign here that says employees have to wash hands. And she was standing there waiting for some employee to come in and wash her hands.
See?
That's from my hometown. She went to school there, I'm telling you. But anyway, I'm gonna go put the sign up.
And?
It's gonna say, there ain't no use talking to God when you ain't talking to your neighbor.
That's
I
true.
like
Very
that.
true.
Because you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself.
That's right.
That's deep.
Homer, did you hear that?
Does that mean he has to mow their yard?
Homer mows everybody's yard.
We're going to get out of here. Be right back.
In case you missed it earlier, rumor has it that Randy Little is actually a blonde. We'll find out when we come back. Welcome back to Larry's Country Diner, and guess what? That's Larry right there. See him?
How do you keep a bagel from getting away?
I don't know.
Put locks on it.
I'll
I
keep
just
that
got
in
all
mind.
these rich things
I'm
coming out.
telling you, you just amaze me with your wealth of knowledge.
I love sitting around finding these things. For example, I have enough money to last the rest of my life,
Yeah?
unless I buy something.
I'm in that shape too.
Linda and Lang, give us another song if you would, please.
Please.
All right. Well, when Terry Choate called and asked us to do this, he said, why don't you do one, Lang? So I'm going to do the song that actually I won You Can Be a Star with years ago. And
Good.
it just so happens that this song was written in 1954. It was a huge signature hit for Johnny Mathis. And then Ray Stevens actually won a Grammy for this song in 1975. So, and this is a song that catapulted me into fame for about 15 minutes on the Nashville Network. At the same time, Star Search, Ed McMahon had Star Search, and Mark Miller and Sawyer Brown, they won the first round of Star Search on NBC. They won $100,000. Lang Scott on TNN. You know what I won? Case of Martha White Flower.
Oh my goodness.
And an appearance on the Grand Ole Opry.
That's right.
Yeah. Look at me.
Oh, boy.
I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. You know I'm walking on a cloud I can't understand. Well, I'm too misty, just holding your hand. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own. Should I wander through this wonderland alone now? Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove, Lord. I'm Misty, too much in love. Close your eyes and ears, Jimmy. It freaks me out that you're standing on stage with me and I'm having to play a solo. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own. Should I wander through this wonderland alone now? Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove, Lord. I'm Misty, too much in love. Too much in love. Too much in love. Oh,
Oh, man.
Mercy.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is so good.
That was
Thanks, man.
great.
Thank
How
you.
you hit them high notes like that?
Tight underwear.
I was watching to see if she was goosing you or
Yeah.
something. What, you didn't pursue a singing career.
I actually, one of the prizes, I joke about that out on our shows and stuff, but I did get a MCA recording contract out of that. Bill Anderson produced 3 sides, he and Mike Johnson,
Yep.
the steel guitar player. And I had some chart success, you know, a little bit. It got up in the 40s or so, and then Jimmy Bowen left Warner Brothers and came over and dropped 23 artists off the
Got
label.
it.
Caught in the shakeup, yeah.
And after that, Linda was trying to get her record deal and go, and then we had Hillary about that time, and somebody needed to make some money.
So Hillary did.
So that's when I was working out in production when you were co-hosting You Can Be a Star those few years.
That's
Yep.
incredible. You know, I had asked, I received a lot of heat for this. I asked Billy Dean, I said, Billy, how come you're not a bigger star than you are? And he said, he had a great answer for it. It was a similar thing. The label had changed and brought in Garth Brooks.
Oh, yeah.
And 2 or 3 others, and they had to dump a whole bunch of artists.
Well, that was Jimmy Bowen, too. He replaced
was
Jim
Jimmy Bowen.
Fogelsong.
See, and it's tough to get a job, to get a career going in Nashville.
It is. I
When that
begged
happens.
Hillary to go to nursing school, and you see how well that turned out for me.
I think she should have stayed with Lady Annabella myself.
She's really done well.
She has. She really has. And what's the best part as a parent is to see your child, have something that they're doing that they really love.
Yep.
And she uses her celebrity and her platform for good causes as well. And they've kept their heads screwed on straight, and they've given us 3 beautiful grandchildren. So we're happy.
Yeah.
And you guys, in 2017, won 2 Grammys.
Yes, we did. And that was another blessing from heaven, because to think at this stage in our career that Hillary, at the stage she is in her career, would wrangle us and Riley Jean, her little sister, who is now 18 and just graduated high school. All 4 of us are on that record. It's called Love Remains. It's a gospel
great
inspirational record.
We're like Jethro and Ellie Mae Clampett. I'm still trying to figure out how we got into the contemporary Christian genre in that.
The word contemporary in us is just not supposed to be in the same sentence anyway.
I remember Hillary introduced me to her sister one time, and I remember what she said. She said, "This is the real singer of the family."
Well, that's nice, and we're proud of both of our girls, and
Sure you
proud
are.
of their talents, but we're most proud of their hearts, and they have hearts for Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's the I know you are
Yeah.
of your children, and
Yeah.
that's everything.
That's super. That song that you just sang, Ray was messing around with trying to get a sound right in his studio, and they figured, well, let's do this. Oh, what the heck, let's make it bluegrass. And that's the bluegrass version. It's what he won the Grammy for. That's right. But it was totally...
Just messing
see if
around?
Yeah, just messing around.
Oh.
And then got the
it was
engineer. Hey,
magic.
this sounds pretty good. Get the engineer down here. All right, thank you. Great to have you guys here.
It's great being here.
Thank you very much. Get us out of here, boy.
All right, Nadine, you did a great job. Renee, satisfactory. Larry's Country Diner, where the cameras are always rolling and we don't care. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you'd like merchandise, just check out the link below.